Good morning everyone, so look at what just came in. It's my whiteboard and I'm going to open it with you and see how it is. Be careful if you're using knives, please. These are the fixations. I'm going to put it on this wall. I hope so. I hope there is space. And this is the board. Ta-da! I am so happy with it. It's perfect. I think it's going to go there. I see that it comes with the fixations and it explains how to put them. Also, this must go normally here so that you can put on the markers. They also have one marker, sorry, doesn't smell too much, a black one. But I also bought what they call the whiteboard cleaning kit, which comes with 4 markers, a green one, a red one, a blue one, and a black one, whiteboard cleaner, and an eraser. So let's open this also. So this is the cleaning, whiteboard cleaning. Markers. Oh, they smell a little bit more. And the eraser. Okay. Oh, it's so soft. So there you go. Now I'm going to try and see if this goes on the wall. I hope so. This is perfect. Now I only have to update my goals, mostly my writing goals, because as you know, with Topollino being lame, that's going to change lots of things for the beginning of this year, but it's not a problem. And once I have them, I'm going to jot them here so that I have them all always on a place that I can see them. That's the idea. As you all know, my horse got lame and he had to have an operation. So this changes completely my goals with him for this year. I had 2 main goals for this year, was to compete on AM2 preliminaire. This is a level here in France. If you want to understand a little bit more about the levels, I'm going to link to a video that I have already done on this subject, so you can go and watch it if you like. So what I had done is that I had taken out everything that had to be done for doing AM2 preliminaire. All the figures that were a little bit that I knew that I had to work on. So there were the shoulders in, the half pass, 2 meter turn on the haunches at walk, medium counter on the 20-meter circle, simple changes on the diagonal, rein back on center line. So I wanted to do this level at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year I wanted to do at least one Amateur 2 Grand Prix, and the difficulties were enter at canter. So the horse has to be straight, and flying changes on X on the diagonal. So I had, by looking at the difficulties of each level, I wanted to work on February. I wanted to work on the shoulders in and the medium trot, as well as the medium counter on the 20-meter circle. On March, I wanted to walk on the half pass and the 2-meter turns on the haunches, and the simple changes on the diagonal, that's okay, I have them, and the rein back on center line, that's okay, I have it also. So February and March, I wanted to work on these difficulties, and April, I was supposed to like put in all the test from the beginning to the end, and just to work on the test, the whole of it. And on the 13th of May, I was supposed to do my first Amateur 2 preliminaire. After this first Amateur 2 preliminaire test on May, I was going to assess if I needed to do many more, or if I could start working on the figures for the Amateur 2 Grand Prix. So I had really set my goals until May, and in May I was going to set the rest of the year. But all this has changed now. We are here, we're on February the 16th. And normally my horse is going to go back to get reoperated next week. If you want to know some more about this, you can go to the series on the bone chip surgery, the bone chip vlog. If he gets operated again here, he's going to have 3 to 4 weeks of box rest. So I'm counting on 4 weeks. So that goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That brings us to almost the end of March. And then they told me that there would be, after these 4 weeks, there were almost three months of just physiotherapy, so that he comes back to work normally. So if I'm counting 3 months, that brings us to 1, 2, and 3. That's the end of June. At the end of June, my horse is going to be okay, and he will be able to work normally. So I'm going to write that on my 12-month plan, because it's important. On February, so there was his first operation, second operation, and start of box rest. On March, it's going to be end of March, end of box rest. April, May, and June, he will be on rehab. Walk, rehab trot, rehab canter. I'm going to jot down the end of rehab with a very smiley face because I will be happy then. So what does this mean? This means that I will not be able to really start working my horse until July. So what's going to happen is that I think that the most sensible thing to do is just to adapt what I had done for February, March, April, and May. So that's February, March, April, May, that's 4 months over here. So knowing that on October there are some dressage competitions that are very interesting in good venues, I think that I'm going to change my first preliminary Amateur 2 preliminary test to October. In July, I'm going to work on shoulders in, medium trot. Hey sweetie, I'm walking. Medium canter, 20-meter circle. And on August, it would be half pass, turn on the haunches. Then on September, work on the whole dressage test. And on October, I'm going to do my first amateur 2 prelim test. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to finish with amateur 2 Grand Prix as I wanted this year, but that's not a problem. I can still I have to, but the only thing that I have to do is to be sure on November and December to go to other competitions for the amateur 2 prelim test. And same thing, if this is like pretty easy for us, then I'm going to start working directly on the straightness in the canter and the flying changes on the diagonal. And then I will maybe be able to present my first amateur 2 Grand Prix at the beginning of 2019. So I hope that this can help if you have some goals that have to be updated. It's like life's there and things happened and no problem. Just look at a way to make things happen anyway. So now what I'm going to do is that as I already have my riding goals updated, I'm going to also go and jot them down on my new whiteboard, and I will show you this on another video. Bye!